You are tuned into the Multiverse Theory podcast. This is our podcast where we tackle all things superhero, geek culture. Doesn't matter what it is, guys. This is going to be our season premiere episode of Arrow, one of my favorite shows on TV, one of my favorite superhero shows on TV, actually. I am your host, the man of the hour, Carmine. I'm joined by the architect of the show, the man that built it from the ground up, Mr. Preston Brown. Say what up.
What up, people? Let's get into this Arrow episode. I can't wait to talk to y'all about this.
Definitely. This episode was pretty awesome. But before I go any further, Preston, the floor is yours.
Okay. Oh, I didn't expect that. No, look. All right, so man, this was an amazing episode of Arrow. I mean, Arrow's pretty good most of the time. This
we ain't talking about season 3 or 4, but anyway.
Yeah, we're not including those seasons. I don't know what those seasons are.
Nope.
We skip.
Nope. Not doing it. Nope, not doing it. Nope.
We're definitely not doing that. But in this episode here, this is one of those rare occasions where TV shows, when it comes to superhero shows, where it's a good story, whether it's a superhero show or not. The dynamic of showing McQueen in jail and him struggling with whether he wants to be heroic or not in prison, that is a great story to be told right there, especially that alongside with the things that was going on with Felicity outside of there, with her being under witness protection and everything.
And hold on, before you go off of the jail stuff, I thought that was so impactful.
Yeah,
I thought that was so impactful that one guy that was that was wrongfully put in there, wanted Oliver's help so bad.
Yeah, he's a huge fan.
Him to teach him, to help him. He believed in him.
He did.
And to see him get his ass beat to holy hell,
that was kind of sad.
Oliver just walk away. I wanted to whoop the fuck out of Oliver.
Yeah, I was like, man,
I really wanted to beat him the fuck down, bro. I was so mad at Oliver, bro, because you felt it. You felt it in that moment. I understood Oliver.
Yeah,
because
he was trying to get out.
He just want to get out. He don't want them to give them a reason to add more time to his sentence. He just wants to go to his family.
But you feel bad for that guy, though.
I feel so bad. And that scene when he came back to his cell, and I didn't even know his cell was right next to Oliver's. When he came back, all brutally beaten and bloody, and he's talking, and Oliver's trying to talk to him and tell him, I'm sorry, but this and that, but I have a family, and the guy said, I love that the guy said, but I have a family too. That was deep, bro. That was deep. And it made Oliver pause. He was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
He was in this warped, selfish mindset to get out, but you're the hero. Yeah, you saying but you didn't think that this guy has a family too.
He didn't think about none of that.
This guy wants to live and go home to his family as well, and he believed in you. And after that one scene, that conversation, he did not believe in Oliver anymore. That belief went away because you basically left him there to die. He said it to you, left me to die.
Yeah. One of those things where you say you don't want to meet your heroes, and he experienced that. And this guy was a huge fan of Arrow and McQueen. He was a huge fan of him. And to see somebody that you kind of idolize for doing one thing, and then you see him in prison, and they don't even do that for you, it's kind of like, man, it changed the whole perspective, and that's what happened. He looked like a sad, disappointed fan. And, that part was really, really crazy for that to happen that way. But like I said, it's one of those dynamics, like you said. It's you understand why McQueen did it, but I mean, he's morally, you would want to help that guy out. So it's kind of like, what do you want to do? Do you want to see your wife again, or do you want to help somebody out in prison? It's kind of like a tough situation to pick from.
Yeah, definitely. In this episode, the strongest parts of the episode were Oliver in prison. I will say that now. For me, in my opinion, that was the strongest parts of the episode. I thought the stuff with Felicity, it wasn't bad or anything. I just thought it was okay.
It was just okay.
Yeah, it was just okay. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm meh. I'm not saying he's bad or anything, but I'm meh on Ricardo Diaz.
Yeah, he's okay. He's okay.
Like he's okay. Like he's not bad. He's
But he seems
okay.
he seems like he tries too hard to be.
That's what I'm saying. Like
bad.
and I know that guy's a good actor.
Mm-hmm.
It just really feels like he tries too hard.
Way too hard.
And I was kind of disappointed. Like I'm loving the fact that in this season we're gonna get the longbow hunters.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's gonna be dope, and that's gonna be awesome seeing Oliver fight them. But like I honestly was hoping that we and I applaud Arrow for this because you know how some shows like and all these other shows we always get a season villain,
mm-hmm.
and there's always a new villain the next season. There's never a consistent villain.
Yeah,
you
the
know
one
what
that
I
crosses
mean?
from
Like
one season to the next.
The same villain, and we got that here. Ricardo Diaz, like
mm-hmm.
he was a villain last season, and he's
Yeah.
pretty much the villain this season with the Longbow Hunters. I appreciate that consistency, but it kind of maybe did it with the wrong person.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Cause they definitely could have did it with one of the other ones in previous seasons. Because this guy, he's cool, but he's just not that convincing to me.
Yeah, like I would have loved them to do that with Slade.
Absolutely,
like,
absolutely.
Yeah, with Deathstroke or
mm-hmm.
Prometheus.
Oh,
that would have been awesome.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I thought it was a good episode. I thought it was this. Everybody keeps thinking this new Green Arrow is Roy. I don't know.
I don't think it's Roy either. I really don't.
It's Roy. I think it's one of the Longbow Hunters. That's trying to somehow set up Oliver, because who else would it be though?
Some people are saying they think it's William for some reason.
Well, William from the future?
Yeah.
How did he get to Star City in the past?
They think
this isn't
that's
the Flash.
But that's what they're trying. They're trying. Okay, this is not my idea, but people are trying to say that the Flash has something to do with it. That's what they're trying to say. For me, I don't know how much I believe that, because
though?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you? It doesn't make any sense. But the theory is that and Roy. Those are the two theories that people have. But I'm with you. I think it's one of the Longbow Hunters. But
I don't think it's Roy, man.
I don't think it's Roy at all.
I wouldn't be disappointed if it's Roy. I'll put that out there right now. I would not be disappointed at all if it's Roy. To be honest with you, I'd be cool with it. But I just don't. I just think it's too obvious for it to be Roy. And I keep hearing that. I watched the Arrow panels at Comic-Con. They keep saying you're gonna see Roy in a different light. You're going to see a different Roy this season. They kept saying that. We obviously saw one of the reasons why they kept saying that.
Yeah.
At the end of the episode. We'll get to that.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I thought it was pretty dope. And I actually like this dynamic now that with Dinah and Wild Dog.
Mm-hmm.
Wild Dog to me he's an okay character. Like, I like the actor though. That guy's really good. It's just as far as him as a character, he's
Coach Carter.
Okay. Yeah, yo, I love that movie.
Why don't you let me play? I'm with you.
I like that give and take dynamic, and I did like to see. I did like that I saw when that little scene when then, you know, Dinah had the imposter Arrow. He had him. She had him.
Mm-hmm.
And then Wild Dog helped him because Wild Dog saw in his self-defense class or whatever he's teaching, like, the city was losing hope. Star City was losing hope again. Mm-hmm. They were losing hope again, and the city was going to hell, pretty much. The police force can do it. Like, I feel like Dinah was kind of, in a way, trying to be like Quentin.
Yeah, she was. Yeah,
like
she was. She definitely
season one-ish type Quentin.
Yeah,
pretty much. Even though she knew and she understood, but she's the captain now, and there's not supposed to be any vigilantes, and you know, she knows everything's going to be put on her.
And hope isn't going to be enough for her not to do her job.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And people can't forget, like, before she became a metahuman and got her ability, she was a cop first.
Definitely. So she already has that mentality. She's already trained to be that way. So for her to. It's almost in a way where you can't really have feelings. You gotta kind of stick to the task. And even when she tried to convince him, he was like, "Yeah, but they're losing hope. But when the arrow's here, it gives me hope. And he could have killed me, but he saved my life." And she was basically just like, "Maybe he didn't kill you because you weren't the target. Maybe that's the reason." And that kind of set him up a little bit.
Yeah,
because that could be true.
Yeah. That could be true. Like I said, like we were saying, like if it's one of the longbow hunters, they have an objective.
Exactly.
They have an objective, and to make Team Arrow feel safe and feel like, oh, it's somebody helping.
Mm-hmm.
That's an objective.
That is an objective.
Like,
so you can't figure him out. You don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Yep, definitely. We didn't get much of Diggle. That was the one negative I had for this episode, that we didn't get much of Diggle.
Yeah,
Diggle's like the glue to this show, the heart and soul. Mm-hmm. And obviously we got 21 more episodes, so we're gonna get a lot.
Probably get a lot more him. Obviously. Yeah, absolutely.
But if I was gonna take some negatives from the episode, that was the one negative. Like I love Diggle. Mm-hmm. I love him as a character, and we didn't get enough of him. We also didn't get enough of Curtis. I like to see more of Curtis. I like the fact that Curtis got his little Felicity job at Argus. I like that.
Yeah. He definitely did.
I thought that was pretty dope. But I like the fact, and I did like the fact that for 5 months, pretty much Felicity has been run. First of all, another negative. Listen, every time you're trying to change Felicity's look, even though she was on the cover, she doesn't have to look like a punk rocker.
Yeah, they always put like something in her nose or something in her ear or re-dye her hair. Like, it doesn't have to be that drastic. Like
it really doesn't have to be that way. Just change her hair color and let her look the same.
She had like 10 different rings in her face on this episode.
Yeah, like why does she have rings everywhere? She probably had rings on her nipples.
Yeah, she probably did. I wouldn't.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm like, yo, why? But I did like the fact that, basically when Felicity visited Oliver, because Oliver thought, and guys just listening, this was the breaking point for Oliver.
Yeah.
This was the point where he's like, because they attacked him while he was in the shower. We got an American X scene. Anyway, they attacked him while he
and that fight was going on at the same time Felicity was fighting Diaz. So it was like,
yeah, exactly.
It's kind of crazy.
I mean, even though they didn't show it, but you thought. First of all, we all knew Felicity was gonna die, and we knew that Argus obviously helped her get out of that situation. But the guys told Oliver that Felicity was dead, and what's his name? What's his name again?
Which one?
Diaz. Yeah, Diaz got to him. Diaz got to him, so Oliver kind of lost hope, but then he found out that they're not. Felicity visited him, but he was basically telling her, "I want you to go back into witness protection," and she said, "No, I'm not doing it. We've been running and scared for our lives for 5 months." And she told him, "I'm going to send William off to a boarding school."
Yep.
Which I feel like is a bad idea. It's going to end up being a bad idea.
Oh, yeah. They're going to find him.
Yeah. I'm going to send William up to a boarding school, and I'm tired of running, and I'm going to help go after Diaz. And I like that. I like that. She stood up tall. She pretty much stood up tall for her, like, yo, you're in there. You're not out here running for your life. Like, you're the Arrow. Even though you're in prison, you can take care of yourself.
That's true.
You can take care, as we saw, you can take care of yourself pretty much. So, I'm defenseless out here, running and fighting for my life. And I'm tired of running. And I thought that was powerful.
That's great,
too. I thought that was one of Felicity's best scenes.
And it's like, Oliver, you can't tell me what to do. You kind of put yourself in here. So
yeah, you're in prison. What do you, I don't have to listen to you.
Yeah.
You're in jail.
But it was kind of cool because they both have to make a decision. And we'll get to what happens after in a little bit. But she had to make a decision whether she want to keep herself unprotected and partially cause herself to get murdered, and he has to or do what he says and be protected or whatever, which probably won't even work anyways if she's under witness protection. Because if they want to come get you, they'll find you. And then for him, he has to choose whether he wants to abide by the law and be be in good conduct while he's in prison and get shorter time, or do what he wants to do and actually, be heroic in there and take revenge on people. So they both had a dynamic of trying to figure out if they want to do the right thing or do what they feel is right. So
absolutely,
it was pretty cool.
And after that conversation with Felicity, we saw because if you watch throughout the episode, especially in the beginning, you see Oliver, do things that people in jail do portrayed on TV. And movies.
You forgot to mention that the guy told him that he lied to him and said he killed Felicity.
No, I did mention that.
Oh, you did? Okay, I'm tripping.
I did say that.
Okay, my fault. I'm tripping.
I did say that. Yeah. When I mentioned the shower scene.
Yeah. My fault.
They told him, no, you good. But I mean, Oliver was pretty much marking down the days to where how long he's been in there, marking down the days for time to go. So after that conversation with Felicity, he was in his cell. He was looking at those days. He thought about it. He took his hand. He wiped it down. He went into the prison yard where all the bad guys were, and he pretty much whooped the fuck out of them and was like, "Yo, do not cross me again." Pretty much, do not cross me again. Do not go after my family again. Do not lie to me, or else this is gonna happen to you.
Exactly.
And that was awesome. And Oliver reached his breaking point. So now, I thought this episode was awesome. But we're going to get to the coup de grace of the episode, guys. Throughout the episode, there were some flashbacks of someone. We didn't know who. Of someone on a boat traveling to an island. We didn't understand where. But towards the end, we understood that this person was going to Lian-Yu.
Mm-hmm.
Why, we don't know. Now, when he got to Lian-Yu, he saw graves. And one of the graves said Robert Queen.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone popped up in red. And he looked old. And he had an arrow.
Mm-hmm.
And he looked down at the guy. The guy looked up at him. And that was Roy. And Roy said, "William, what are you doing here?" And my jaw dropped.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't a flashback, guys. It was a flash forward to the future.
It was.
Holy shit. This is a completely different direction for Arrow. This is a change. It's a pleasant change. I love it.
I loved it too. I was so surprised, man. I had to rewind it like 3 times because I was like, I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. It's wild.
I did not know what they meant. All those panels that I saw when they said you're going to see a different Roy,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what they meant. I'm thinking they meant Arsenal Roy, where Arsenal Roy doesn't give a fuck more
Mm-hmm.
and really beats the fuck out of people, and uses uses guns but not guns. It's like different. It's not like actual guns. But I thought that's what they meant. That's not what they meant. Like in the first episode, they showed us what they meant.
Exactly.
Like I'm looking forward to it because that's one of the things I loved about Arrow season 1 and season 2. They said once they get to 5 seasons, you're not gonna see flashbacks anymore because the whole point is he was on supposedly on an island for 5 years, or he was away from home for 5 years. So you show that in a 5-season journey of flashbacks. So. Mm-hmm. But I missed the flashbacks because the flashbacks, I feel, when they're done right, they're such a big part of the show.
Absolutely.
So basically, what we're basically going to see, guys, is a journey. We're going to see the present day journey and a future journey. And
they keep it to their promise. Those are not flashbacks technically, so
nope. Flash forward.
You're right.
And I'm super excited. Mm-hmm. I'm super excited. I cannot wait.
I can't wait either, man. I'm hoping the way this looks, I'm hoping it gets even better. And I'm hoping this could be, well, I don't know, but I'm hopefully this could be a candidate for the best season of Arrow. I'm hoping they do it. I'm hoping.
It's starting out great.
It's starting out pretty good.
Extremely hard to top season 2.
It is, bro. It's a lot of it's hard for a lot of shows to top season 2 of Arrow. So
season 2 is that season, man.
That's that season.
Oh my lord. Because boy, Slade Wilson, boy. Ugh,
but you know what? This is really interesting. And personally, for me, I don't do the whole Marvel versus DC thing. But in this situation, and this is just like some friendly stuff. So you got Arrow, considerably the best CW DC show, right? Depending on who you ask, but I feel like it is. Then you
Most
got
people say Flash though.
most people do say Flash, but yeah, I can see that. It's a whole different tone.
For me, being like a huge Batman fan, I think Arrow's the best one for me.
Me too, because we got a green Batman, and then then you got
Flash has kind of fallen off after season 2. To be honest with you,
it did.
It's kind of fallen. Like I don't even want to talk about season 4. So I'm hoping this season's better.
Mm-hmm. I'm only watching it really to like see his girl, but other than that, like
I mean, it's starting out great.
It's getting great, but we'll see.
But it's starting out great. I mean, so like I'm just hoping. I'm hoping they go back to season 1.
Yeah, because that's why I really like the show. That's what really got me into it.
Season 2 of Flash is the best season for me personally, because
what is it with them in season 2?
Zoom as a villain was just amazing, but I think for the show, it needs to go back to season 1 vibes.
Yeah,
That's
I agree.
That's the tone that Flash needs to stay.
Yeah,
it's season 1. It doesn't need to try to go a different tone. So we're past Barry completely mourning his parents' death and his parents' death affecting him. He has Iris now and all this and that. Go back to season 1 now.
Go back to season 1. And
like,
with the Arrow, with it having that dynamic with a false person in the Arrow costume, and they're trying to figure out what it is. Coincidentally, we got the Daredevil show coming out with the same kind of dynamic. So I'm wondering, like, and these are two of the best shows in their whole thing. This is the best Marvel series.
In their respective, yeah, absolutely, I agree.
Yeah,
so Daredevil was the best Marvel series show, and I wholeheartely agree. Arrow is the best.
Yes, so I'm
DC side.
I'm not comparing them, but these are two shows that handle stuff really good. So I can't wait to see if they're. I'm hoping they're completely different because I'm sure they're gonna be great different. So I can't wait to see either or.
The only thing about Flash, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, like, and I know it's on cable TV, so there has to be, but man, and I'm gonna say this as a DC fan, guys. If Flash, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow were just 13 episodes, no superhero show would touch them.
Yeah. Get the fillers out of it.
22 episodes hurt that so bad. Mm-hmm. If it was just 13 episodes of the story, of the journey, of the season, oh my God, those shows would be so much better. But they're held down by filler. But it's on. If Daredevil was on fucking CW or TNT, it would be like 20 episodes. So
yeah.
It's because it's on the streaming service. And to be honest with you guys, I'm not doing this in a competition thing. We all know Arrow came out first. Flash came out first.
Absolutely.
So they put them on network TV.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's be honest, without Flash and without Arrow especially, there would be no Daredevil. There would be no Jessica Jones. There would
Absolutely.
be no the Marvel saw just like in the MCU. MCU had their success, and DC wanted to follow with their own universe. DC had the huge success with Arrow season 1, and they're like, "Oh, people want to see superhero TV shows. Cool, let's get it rolling." So you know what I mean? And it was a great move. Marvel put it on Netflix, 13 episodes, boom.
Yeah,
great.
Because the thing is, well, like a long time ago, I remember Marvel did try to come out with a superhero show, but it failed. It was called Mutant X. And I think the one thing that it was terrible.
That show was bad. Hey, listen, this ain't a Marvel DC thing because DC at one point tried to do a Birds of Prey. That show was fucking horrible.
But what Arrow did though is it actually showed people that you can make a superhero show that's actually compelling to people who aren't interested in superheroes, and that's the trend that Marvel followed in the Netflix series.
And also what they did. This is for all you Titans people. Also, what they did is they took the character from the comics and they changed him and made everybody like that change because everybody was on a journey and went on a journey. The Green Arrow that you see on the TV show is not like the one in the comics.
Not even close.
Nope.
Not even close. A whole different personality.
But Arrow has his fans, his core fans that love the show, including me, including you.
You know how
And
stupid
we
he'll look with
love the
that mustache
change.
and that beard from the comics.
Exactly. And the way and his attitude and demeanor,
It's way
like
different.
yeah, it's like come on, like I mean, let's be honest, like Ar- Arrow's our version of Batman on TV, and I love it.
Hmm.
Pretty much, it's what it
Yeah, I
is.
like it, man. I
Yeah,
can't. I ain't got no complaints.
he's a little bit different, but it's basically they're similar. They're so similar the way they portray Arrow on TV.
And this is one of those things I used to tell you about. Whenever somebody could take a person in a comic book that I don't care about at all and make me care about them, you
Yep.
got me.
I'm a DC guy, and I didn't really care about Green Arrow.
I thought he was just Robin Hood. Like that's all I thought
liked
he
him.
was.
No, I mean I liked him in the Justice League anime series, but other than and Young Justice, well, he wasn't really much in Young Justice. But yeah, Justice League anime series, Justice League Unlimited, I liked him. I
Yeah,
thought
he
it
was in
cool.
there.
But other than that, as far as in the comics or anything, I knew his story, I knew about the character, but I didn't really like him like that. Like you know what I mean? Like he wasn't Batman for me. He wasn't the Flash for me. He wasn't Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, Titan, Cyborg. Like he wasn't those characters for me. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, it's something about
but-
characters with bow and arrows that I don't really care too much about, like him or Hawkeye.
yeah, Hawkeye's not that good to me either. Like,
Unless he's
I don't
Ronin,
really-
but other than that,
like-
I don't really care.
I only like you know in the Avengers Assemble anime series. I love Hawkeye in that series. But
Yeah.
other than that, I don't fuck with Hawkeye like that, like at all.
You shoot arrows.
Like I didn't fuck with Black Widow like that either.
I didn't either.
Scarlett Johansson made me love Black Widow though.
Yeah, absolutely, 100.
Right now, I'm not just talking about her looks. She plays that character great.
Absolutely.
But yeah, guys, that ending to Arrow, season 7, episode 1, season 7. Oh man, wow.
Yeah.
Show's been on for a while.
For a long time.
I wonder if it's gonna get to Smallville territory. I wonder.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think they're gonna stop it in the next couple seasons.
Yeah.
If this is not the last one, maybe the next one or maybe the next season might be the last one. Because I feel like they're gonna end Arrow soon to put another show.
Yeah, like another superhero, and it's probably not gonna be like a popular
Because
one
they
either.
already said they don't want to do more than 4 shows at a time, more than 4 superhero shows at a time. I feel like Arrow's gonna end soon, maybe to make room for Batwoman.
Yeah, that'll be dope.
That would be. I'm cool with it. Oh boy, and I can't wait for the crossover, bro. Did you see
Mm-hmm.
the Elseworlds?
Yeah, that's gonna be
Yo,
crazy.
This is why I agree with people on the, like. Don't get me wrong. I like the DC, the worlds of DC in the movie universe. I have my complaints, but I don't have like major ones like people do. But this is why, honestly, when people say the DC TV gets DC Comics more and gets it right more, this is why.
Yeah,
The strength of the DC Comics universe is their multiverse and Elseworld stories.
exactly.
That's their strengths. And to see this crossover go into Elseworlds, oh my god, I cannot wait.
That's gonna be
And
crazy.
I do love the fact that they're focusing on just the 3 shows. It's gonna be Flash, Arrow, and Supergirl. Because I feel like I love Legends. Don't get me wrong, guys. I love Legends. I feel like sometimes with Legends, it's just too much.
It gets too bloated. Like it's
Yeah,
like way
it gets-
too much going on.
And even though last year's crossover was fucking amazing,
Mhm.
loved it. But I felt like I was watching a movie, like, for real.
Yeah,
But I love it. Like seeing fucking Oliver Queen with the beard and all, and the Flash costume, and Barry wearing Oliver.
yeah.
Oh my god, I thought it was awesome. But anyway, guys, Preston, before we get out of here, any final thoughts? on
That's
the
it,
episode?
man. It was a really great episode. I'm looking forward to this season. I'm hoping that they get even better. I mean, I have no doubt about Arrow being able to handle a storyline other than the seasons that don't exist. But other than that, man, I can't wait, bro. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited, man.
Anyway, guys, please, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe. We appreciate your support, guys, and please comment. Talk to us. We would love to talk to you. What are your thoughts about the episode?
Please.
What do you think about the show in general? What are some things that you think they can make better? What are some things you like, you dislike characters? Just let us know, guys. Just talk to us, man. All right, I'm Carmine. That's Preston. This has been this Multiverse Theory Arrow Season 7, Episode 1 episode. Till next week. Peace.
Peace.